Hey you guys, it's Renee. How you guys doing on this beautiful morning? It is Wednesday, Veterans Day. Um, Today I just wanted to tell you guys about this modeling studio I went to. You may know it as the Modeling Studio Miami or Miami Modeling, whatever they call it on the online. But So a lot of people actually had questions about this facility, and before I even went to it, I had questions myself. I was asking a lot of people on YouTube to see if they actually tried it out, and they were saying like they were really skeptical about it and that they weren't going to risk it, so they never tried it. But I actually did try this because this is basically for like aspiring models such as myself, because I do want to pursue my career in modeling. Just I'd have to have the patience, the time, and the effort. And I'm going to give my feedback about how it went. And I'm going to have to do this in a various amount of clips. So if you see me actually cutting the scene, don't don't feel like discouraged by it. It's just me pausing for my next scene or my next clip. So first off, the introduction. This is my introduction. So like I said, I don't know what ad or how you guys found out about this place, but wherever you found it from, you found it. And I found it on my Instagram. So one day I'm just scrolling down my Instagram page, and I so happened to pop up across this ad saying models wanted in Miami, or the Miami Modeling Factory. Yeah, something like that. The Modeling Factory of Miami. It has something about modeling, and it has something about factory, and it has something about Miami. So um, I thought, like, what's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that I could lose if I try this out? So I clicked on it and I signed up. They asked me a various amount of questions, like what's my waist, what's my bust, and stuff like that. And right off the bat, I didn't know, so I think I skipped that part. Um, it take you to a whole other page where you have to do like a questionnaire about yourself. And well, I did skip that part. But then I got to the point where they asked for a photo of you. That way they could best like make reservations or include you inside of their productions and stuff. So I sent them a picture of me, a recent picture of me. It was a bathing suit picture, kind of. It was of me at the beach, and this was like a few months ago, quite a little while, but this was still in 2020, so it was a present photo of me. Make sure whatever photo you send is a present photo, of course. And so I sent that to them, and about maybe a few days to a week, they get back in touch with me. They send me a text message, and they also send me an email saying, "Oh, congratulations, we really like your photo, we really think that you have potential, you're a beautiful woman, we would love to work with you, and contact us back if you have any questions, or if you would like to pursue these opportunities to take photos with us," and so on and so forth. So I got really excited. I told my mom about it, I told my boyfriend about it, he told his mom about it, and just awesome, like it was too good to be true. So I didn't contact them. Instead, they called me. So immediately they called me a few minutes after I found out that they sent me that email. And a woman picked up. I forgot her name, but she sounded really nice. She was kind of interviewing me a little bit on the phone, saying like, how long have I been interested in the modeling career? What interested me about it? Do I plan on making a career out of it? Just common interview questions. And I explained to her, like, yeah, I've been pretty interested in it. People always say I was photogenic, so I might as well, try this out and, expand my horizons with my career. I told her I'm an aspiring model, and she asked me if I had any networks, like, if I modeled before professionally. And I'm like, no, I'm just a starting out Instagram model, actually. And she's like, what? You gotta start somewhere. I'm like, yeah, you gotta start somewhere. So, yeah. Um, so starting that, and talking to her, we got into a little bit more detailed conversation where she actually said, okay, well, if you would like to pursue this, there is a booking deposit in order to take these photos. And I'm like, a booking deposit? Yes. She says, yes, it's a booking deposit. It's a $50 booking deposit, but you get it back if you show up. So I'm like, oh, this is the risky part here. $50. Like, I almost thought that I was being scammed. But, what's the life without a little bit of trial and error? So I put in my $50 and I booked my appointment, and she gave me a scheduled date, and I just went there and I had set up all my clothes. I had got all my shoes, my wardrobe, and everything so I can get ready for this photo shoot. And in my mind, I was thinking like this, oh crap, I'm trying to go to a real agency. This is the real deal. Like this is happening. Like I thought that they were a real professional like agency trying to, you know, upgrade my modeling career. So yeah, now I'm gonna go into the topic where I talk about my first impressions when I had went to the facility. So, cutscene. And I am back. So my first impressions about the facility when I finally arrived there, because this is like deep inside of West Palm Beach. Um, my location, she gave me a specific address, and since it said um, the Model Factory of Miami, I automatically assumed that my photo shoot would be in Miami. Like this agency is with Miami. But it turns out that this place was nowhere near Miami. She gave me the location and she said it was in Parkland. In Parkland, Florida, that's kind of near Boca Raton. So this was really deep in there. It's like a really deep residential neighborhood. It was like several trees. It was almost near like the wilderness. They had really nice houses and big houses, two-story houses. And I'm like, oh, well, this definitely looks like it would be suitable for a modeling company, but so deep out here? Like, how do you find this place? So, my boyfriend, he actually drove me to it, and we finally found it. And when we got there, it was actually called Studio One. And I'm like, okay. So, before I even went to this place, though, before I went there, after she took my $50 for the deposit, I did like do a little bit more research about it. So I had went to the website that she had up, thinking that it was all the same thing, like the Model Factory. I think I did go to the Modeling Factory, and then I looked at their website and I read it, and then I read further into it, and they said that they're originally based in, I think Germany, one of those European countries out there, like Germany or Switzerland or something like that. It's based like in a far, far location. And then I read further down, and it says that we are not an actual modeling agency. And I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna just be taking pictures? So that was kind of, to me, it was a little bit of a false advertisement, because I think that you shouldn't be putting out an ad on social medias saying models wanted or modeling factory of Miami, where you're not that. They actually don't even have any locations in Miami. They're just, like, you ever been to the mall and you get your photos taken? That's all that they are, come to find out. So it's a bit of a false advertisement. Do I regret going there? No. So, anyways, more into my impressions of it. Ooh, crap. I think I had an ant bite me on my foot. I am outside. Oh my. My. Sorry about that, guys. I had a little bit of a sting. Ooh. So anyways, when I go inside of the facility, they give me like this board, some type of board, and it's like a application kind of where you have to fill it out and put all your information on it. So again, they asked me my waist, my bust, my hips and stuff like that, and they give me a measuring tape. My boyfriend measures me, and he fills out the information. So when I go inside the studio, it's really small. So I already know it's not an agency. So it's definitely not a modeling agency. So it's a small studio. It has about like maybe 3 or 4 platforms where they do the photo shooting, and it's nice. I could tell that it wasn't like a sleazy scandalous type of place. It was really like, it was nice. It was upper class, but it was very small, and I got to meet some other people. They were welcoming when you come in. They do allow your partner to come in as long as you're wearing a face mask, so other people can join. They just have to wait for you in like the little waiting section. So that was really nice about it. And once I finished my application, this is when I had to get ready to put my makeup on. So this comes to the conclusion where I go to the makeup and the hair and whatnot. So the hair and makeup part. They had initially told me, because they send you, when you actually make up the appointment and you put in your $50 to book it with them, they give you like a whole list of things that you have to be prepared for. So they told me what type of wardrobe I would have to bring to this photo shoot, and the list goes like this. The first photo is of you taking a face shot. So they already took a face shot of me with no makeup. So it's the face shot, then it's the bathing suit or activewear, and then your next couple of photos is going to be fall or winter attire, or it's going to be business attire, or it's going to be like couture or something like that, or vintage. And then your last photo is going to be, of course, the best one that you got. It's like very upscale, high class, high fashion type of outfit, like glamour, something like that. So I try to stand and deliver with that. And at the bottom, they tell you make sure you have a whole set of clothings and shoes. Like make sure you have a overstock of clothing and shoes that you want for this photo shoot, so that your stylist can help you pick out what would be best for your photo shoot. And then they also say if you will have natural hair, kinky hair, curly hair, just make sure that it's manageable for the stylist. And that's where I screwed up at, because I tried to flat iron and straighten my hair, and I was having problems with that. So many problems with that. Like when I had flat ironed it, it actually got poofier, because I have to have oils in my hair. I'm an African American woman. Yes, I'm mixed, but I'm mostly black. So I had this oil in my hair to keep it moisturized and it won't be dry, because my skin and my hair, it gets dry really, really easy and really, really fast. So I needed something to be in there. But what they wanted me to do was wash it, have it washed, and straighten it. And I don't think I could have done that, because that would have severely damaged my hair, and I'm already dealing with damaged hair. That's why I'm wearing this turban right now. Turban. So I'm getting my hair done today though. But I didn't wash my hair. Instead, I brushed it. After I flat ironed, I brushed it, and it was like easier to comb it, but to style it, no. So when she took out my ponytail and she felt my hair, she was like, I can't work with this because it's too oily. We did say to wash your hair before you came here. And I really wanted to like go off on her and be like, I'm highly aware of that, but I just really was trying to keep a calm composure, because I just wanted to, get along with these people to see what they say. And then she was like, It's okay though, but I've worked with this type of hair texture before. We're gonna work with this. And I'm like, okay, okay, well, we can try it. So, she does my hair, and I'm a person who doesn't wear makeup at all. I don't usually wear makeup unless it's a special occasion. So, when she put the makeup on me, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't the worst thing. It was just uncomfortable for me because, like I said, I don't do it often unless the situation calls for it. So she put like stuff under my eyes. She put like some strong smelling lipstick on me and did like a face glow. It was beautiful. It was. I just wasn't used to it, so my skin was acting kind of strange to it when she started working with it. So if you're a person who has like a skin problem, whatever treatment you're having, like if you use some type of ointment or some type of cream, I would highly advise you to like make sure you can take care of that before you do a photo shoot. And make sure you moisturize and clean up your skin right before the shoot, because when you get there, they don't want you to wear any makeup. No makeup at all whatsoever, because that's what the stylist is for. She's going to put her own makeup on you. And with my skin, like I said, gets really dry, gets really flaky, like I'm flaking out right now, right here. I actually had to put lotion. I have to moisturize my skin every day and put lotion on my forehead. And but I didn't have that. I didn't have that. I had a completely bare skin. It was dry, and I could kind of see the flakes wanting to stick out a little bit when she was putting the makeup on my head. So, luckily, stuff like that doesn't show up in your pictures. So don't feel too discouraged. But just make sure you take care of it before you go on set. So that's pretty much it with the whole makeup and hair situation. I did have a worse hair experience than I did the makeup. So on to the next thing, which would be I guess a wardrobe change. So with the wardrobe change, they gave me like this small little cubby area, and it wasn't really like a wardrobe like I expected with a solid foundation around it, but instead it had like this little shower curtain in front of it, and you get like this small little cubicle to move around in. So that was kind of distasteful for me because I didn't really have much leeway. And I picked out my wardrobe. I picked out because when you start, you have to have the first picture that you take is a close up. They do a close up of just your face, and then they do another photo of you where you just wear a white plain T-shirt and a pair of jeans. So I did that. That was probably the easiest thing. There's a chair falling. It's probably the easiest thing I had to wear, and I put that on, and they took pictures. It was plain and simple. It was really fun though. I had a lot of fun um, posing in that, even though it was simple. And then the way she worded it, she said, "Okay, this is your changing room. Nobody else can go inside of it. This is for you, so you can use that. You can use that for your personal use." I was like, "Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's perfect. Even though it's small, I can work with this." So I thought since it was mine, I could just leave my clothes in there and just, change a little bit better. And she was like, "Oh, make sure you don't leave your clothes in there. You have to take everything out." And I'm like, "Okay, so I guess I don't really have a changing room for myself then, but okay." Right. So I kind of had a problem with my the wardrobe part because I had specifically in my head what I wanted to wear for each picture, and instead of me like coming back from my photo shoot and picking what I wanted to wear, my stylist was already inside of my wardrobe in my clothes, picking out clothes for me instead, even though I wanted to pick my own clothes. And as soon as I got back, it's just quick, 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 quick. Like I didn't have time to put any of my clothes back inside of my suitcases because it was like on to the next thing, on to the next thing. So every time I took a picture, she'd be like, "Okay, here, this one next. Okay, here, this one next. Put this on, put this on, put this on." and I don't have any time to put it back in my suitcase at all. So they do rush you. They rush you a lot. Like, they try not to be rude with it, but you can definitely feel the pressure that they want you to like hurry up and get this done with. And it's I don't like to be rushed. I like to take my time. And for me, I had a lot of clothes. Like my rack, me and my boyfriend set up my rack, it was very organized. It was very professional. It looked really good. But by the time when we finished out of that place, that fucking rack was a pigsty. Like, clothes were just thrown here, thrown there. It was on the floor. It was on the bottom of the rack. It was on the shoe. The clothes that's supposed to be on the top rack was on the shoe rack. Like, everything was just so cluttered and disorganized, and I didn't have any time. So be aware of that if you do go there, that they are going to rush you, and that you have like a strong way of setting up your clothes arrangement and somebody who's going to be there consecutively and consistently with you to put your clothes, your attire away, because I just felt like my material was treated like trash at that point. Like, everything is on the ground. You're not giving me any time to put it away. Like, come on. Shit. There's other people there, and I didn't see them have that many problems. But for me, like, I don't know why it was so complicated. It was really rushed. It was really rushed. That's the main thing I didn't like about this place, is that they rushed me way too much. So that's what I have to say about the wardrobe. The photo shoot, it was fine. I didn't mind it. It was fun. My photographer was a really nice guy. Like, the way he gave me pointers and how to pose, how to structure, couture my face, he did give really good directions. The only point in time where I thought that he could have been a bit stronger with critiquing me and telling me what to do was when I was taking my bathing suit photo. I had a pink bathing suit, and I wore like a hat, and I wore these heels. I wasn't planning on wearing heels for my bathing suit. This is what the lady told me to wear. And she said, "Oh, wear heels, it'll make you look better." And I'm like, "But I don't have any heels for my bathing suit." So I had to put on any type of heels. And I was actually kind of falling. Like, I'm going to show you all my pictures that I took from there. And literally, my bathing suit picture is the only one that I felt a little bit more uncomfortable with, because not because I was revealing, but because my heels were so high and they don't go with that outfit. I felt like I was going to, tilt over or lean forward or fall sideways or something like that. Like, I tried my best to keep up my composure and still look good for the photo, but it was really hard, and I felt like I should have posed stronger. I know you're supposed to switch it up and do your own thing when you take photos, but I kind of felt like I was wobbling a little bit, and I just wanted him to tell me, like, "Oh, just do this with your leg, do that," or something like that. And it wasn't the strongest of my pictures, but it still came out cute, I guess. I still liked it, but it could have been better. So overall, with the photo shooting, it wasn't bad at all, but that was the only difficulty, the only problem that I had with it. So that's my whole perspective of the photo shoots. And now I'm going to get to what part again? Let me look at it. So after the photo shoot, my stylist, who I kind of didn't really care for that much because she seemed like she was a know-it-all. Like, I told her, "Oh, we actually came from a far distance. We actually came from Miami." And she's like, "That's not far. That's not far at all." And I'm like, "Okay, if it ain't so far, honey, you can pay for my gas mileage for me. You can reimburse me some gas money if it ain't that far. If it ain't far at all." And she talking about, because we have people coming from Jacksonville or whatever to this facility right here. And I'm like, well, if they do that, they are out of their motherfucking minds, because you could take pictures anywhere. It's not worth traveling that distance that far. It's really not. Just to take photos? No, definitely not. But I'll get to my review later. So that's different. So when I had got my pictures were done, and it was time for them to like actually give me my pictures, get them developed and things like that. Um, they called me in this back room. This is where they start critiquing me and seeing where I would be more suitable for the modeling world. So, the first thing that this woman in the back room says about me fitting into the modeling career, she said that I'm laughing because it's a weird thing for her to say. She said, I think that your looks would be more suitable for activewear. And I said, activewear? Like, my boyfriend was with me because both of us were allowed to be in the room with her. And he had told me, he was like, I think that she was being a little bit shady when she said activewear, because obviously I'm a BBW type of woman. Like, my body's not extremely big, but I consider myself a BBW. It's my body. In the modeling world, I'm considered what you would call a plus size woman. So for her to say that I would fit in the activewear department, I kind of see what my boyfriend was saying. Like, is she trying to say that you need to lose weight? That you should do like do Jenny Craig be like, oh, well, I used to be such a pounds, and now since I tried with Jenny, I look like this. You know? So I didn't take it that way. I just thought that she had made a mistake when saying that, because I didn't bring any activewear. None of my wardrobes. Well, I brought some, but I didn't take any photos in that. None of my photo shoots contained me wearing any type of activewear. So I was misleaded and misguided from her with that advice. I was like, I didn't take any type of activewear clothing or anything that would suggest me being suitable for activewear. I actually don't want to do activewear because I don't think that would be my strongest category. But this was coming from her mouth, so maybe she saw something I didn't, or maybe my boyfriend was right and she was just trying to tell me that I need to be on a lose some weight commercial or some shit. I really don't know. But then the other critiques that she said, it kind of made more sense. She said I would be good for catalog, um, like where you be on what was that? Like when you're on the magazines and you're posing like for winter or fall type of modeling to advertise whatever they have inside of the magazine. And she also said that would be good for apparel, like working for clothing sites and wearing their clothes, their apparel to help sell and produce more clothes so people could be attracted to what they're seeing, what they're buying. And I think another one she said I would be good for is for like in action type of modeling. There's an actual word for it, but I call it in action. It's like the type of models that you see on TV or on magazines where they're actually engaged with whoever they're with. Like people who are actually crying, or people who are like laughing, like ha 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 ha. Those type of models, like it's in action. So she said it would be good for that. And I agree with those. Those were good critiques. The only one that I didn't like was activewear, because I strongly disagree with that one. So be mindful if you guys do go of what she has to say. If it's something ridiculous, tell her why it's ridiculous. Be more engaged with this person and see where you actually fit. And here's like kind of the last part where we get into the price range. So, since I came there on time and I finished my photo shoot, she did refund me back my $50 deposit. And then she also gave me a rap sheet of things that I could use to help boost up my portfolio. So this is the part where I really wanted to get into the topic with you guys. So bottom line, for people who are suspicious about Studio One, I'm not even going to call it the Modeling Factory, the Modeling Factory of Miami, because that's not who they are at all. That part is false advertisement. But if you ever do want to go to Studio One, by all means go, because I will say this, they are really good and structured with putting together your portfolio. Like, they have so many options that you could choose from, like setting up your business cards, setting up your websites, setting up your modeling resumes and stuff like that. They have a huge plethora of things that you could try to boost up your modeling future. And it'll be something that's fantastic for real agencies to look at, saying that, oh, you've been here, you have experience, you have your whole portfolio organized, so this is perfect. It's perfect for that. It's perfect for that. What it's not perfect for is to just take, random pictures. So if you're just trying to like make your own modeling portfolio, don't come here. Don't. Don't do what I did. This is why you watch videos like this, so you can learn from your mistakes. Don't go there just to take pretty pictures. Because you know what? You can hire somebody to do that for you. You can hire a student photographer that's in training and trying to pursue their photography skills. You can hire them. They'll take nice photos of you. They know these things. They're trying to work on being professionals. You can also do it like how I had said earlier in my video. You could do it at the mall. The mall has these little photo studios where you could take photos and set up appointments and do it like a Christmas theme or a Halloween theme. I mean, any type of thing you want. That's what they're there for. These are your personal photos, and it's much cheaper to get it done at Walmart, or not Walmart. What's it called? The mall or something like that. So, to get your pictures taken, this would not be the best place, even though they do photos, because when it was time to purchase my photos, it was a lot of photos to choose from. Even she said, she was like, usually we choose about maybe 27 pictures or 27 photos for our clients, but with you, we chose 57. And I'm like, oh, okay. I take that as a compliment, because they have found a lot of photos that actually complimented me and that look very good. But it was hard to choose from 57 photos. So when she gave me this list of packages that I could use, oh my God, the prices were so high. She did mention before I even came there that her packages start at a low price of $3.99, and I thought that was high. Because in my mind, I was saying, like, in my head, God rest her soul, my grandmother just died, but I need some of these dollars, this money to help put her to rest. Like, I need to save some of these funds. So I didn't even know if I could purchase my photos. I was just thinking maybe I'd take pictures and I'd walk out of there with nothing except for her critiques. But I felt like that would be a little bit too scandalous, too ridiculous. So I actually ended up purchasing something. So I purchased the cheapest package, which was for $3.99, like how she said, so $400 in total. And the first cheapest package that I got that contains 6 photos. You only get 6 photos, people. 6 photos for $400. It makes me want to cry every time I think about it. Because I remember when I took my prom pictures, I had got like 20-something pictures, and it came out to like $500. But that seems more worth it than, that's what I'm saying, like, don't go there for that. It seems a lot more worth it than going there, getting 6 measly photos for a hefty price. What else can I mention about this place? So everything that was higher in the price range, things like if you wanted 12 photos instead of 6 photos, if you wanted 12 photos, that was like $750. If you wanted all the photos, that was like $1,000. And if you wanted packages, like if you wanted all your photos and a resume and like other things that she included. That was 1,000 and up. Like the highest thing I saw, the highest package I saw was like almost $7,000 just for a portfolio. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, $7,000 for a portfelt? Are you kidding me? So I knew for sure that I was not going to do that. I knew that it felt like a scam, it felt like a ripoff, and I didn't want to leave with nothing. So she kept trying to finesse me to get something higher. She said, you can get the 12, you can get 12 photos, so, and I'll blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I tried to really listen to her, but at the same time, it just sounded like more of a scam. So I went with my gut, and I chose the 6 photos. And then that's when she sounded like she was uninterested in me, and she sounded like she didn't really want to work with me anymore, and she just wanted me and my boyfriend to get out of her office. Like, her whole mood changed. People's whole vibe can change when money is involved. So I was like, I'm just going to stick with this $399, this $400 right here. She was like, all right, but it's going to be hard to just pick 6 pictures. So she let me pick, and I was like kind of debating with some pictures, and I remember I said, oh, maybe this picture might be good, and she told me, I'm not feeling it. And I'm like, well, damn, bitch, shit. I said, I feel like picking this, but, that's kind of what I expected when somebody really wants to get a huge chunk of funds out of you. Their whole demeanor is going to change. I totally get that, but this is a crisis time. This is a recession time, and I can't afford to be giving you damn near $10,000 just for some photos and a couple of tips and a few fucking business cards that I can make myself at a local factory. Like, I can literally do all this somewhere else for cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So this is my problem with the modeling factory of Miami. See how I started when I said that? Because that's not really what they're called. The Modeling Factory Miami Studio One. But like I said, there was pros and cons to this place. So yeah, that's my feedback about it, with the prices and whatnot. So to wrap it up, you guys, basically my whole summary of it all, the pros and the cons. The pros, if you go there, yes, you do get a nice little rap sheet. There, it's offered to you a nice rap sheet of your resume. Well, your photos first, of course. So your photos, your modeling resume, your business cards, your brochures, your little postcard with different sets of pictures inside of it, and different accomplishments inside of it. You do get a lot of things included with that bundle, but like I said, this is where we come in with the cons. Those are very, very expensive, okay? Those are very pricey. We're talking about $1,000 and up. Almost as much as you would pay for a brand new car. No, ma'am. So, my recommendations, my advice to you guys is, like I mentioned before. If you didn't catch it, I'm saying it again. If you do want to build your portfolio and you want to have your pictures taken, that's fine. Just don't do it here. Don't do it at a company like this, at Studio One. Go to, there's different places that you can get your picture taken. They're not modeling companies, but they're just like regular places to take your pictures. Like, there's a company called Prestige Photos and Portraits. They do photography for you. That's where I got my senior pictures taken, and my whole bundle cost $500. My whole bundle. You hear I said bundle? That means every single thing. I had got my thank you cards in there. I had got my my pictures in there. Pretty much all my pictures in there. And I had got so much shit with my with my senior picture package. They even gave me a freaking picture frame. And all that stuff right there was just $500 alone. You don't want to spend like almost $500 for only 6 pictures. So if you're going to do this, if you do want to have a portfolio, just take your pictures at some cheaper place. Like you can do it at the mall, like I just said. You can do it at Prestige Portraits photo. You can do it there, like how I just said. You can literally do it anywhere. You even have a student do it for you and take pictures of you for free. All you have to do is print it out. Just blow that bitch up and print it out at fucking Walmart or Walgreens, CVS. Just do it there, for real. So that's my advice to you. But if you want to get pretty much all the work done for you, if you want to have a bigger foundation of your portfolio and you don't know how to go about it, my advice to you is to research how you want to set up your portfolio, because there's definitely examples of how you can do it. But if you're like just want to get it all done in that day, then this place will be perfect for you. Studio One would be perfect if you just want everything already done for you and have it set up. And I don't know if you guys have any possible questions, but a possible question is, because this is my question, this is what I wanted to know. Yes, they are not, well, I say yes. No, they are not a modeling agency. But since they do try to work with people who are pursuing a career in modeling, I automatically assume that they have like connections to modeling agencies. So do they have modeling agencies? Do they have people that they can reference you to? The answer is no. They won't reference you to anybody. They expect you to buy all their products from them and for you to go out on your own and find a modeling agency where you can do go-sees and other type of modeling aspects. But what they expect from you is, if you do get that far in life, if you do actually find a modeling agency that accepts you and actually likes your looks and is trying to have you as your client, they would like for you to reference them. They want you to reference them because they feel like they gave you a jump start into your career just because you took photos with them. For me, I'm not referencing them at all, because all they did was take pictures of me. So no. Like when I was talking to the woman inside of the office, she was saying, okay, if you want to, you can, when you get a hiring agency, you could give them our information. We'll give them some information about you. We'll give them your photos. We'll work with you and let you know if we find it fishy or if you should go on and pursue working with them and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't need you to be my manager. That's basically a manager type of job. I'm not trying to get you to be my manager. All you guys do is take photos. Like, why do I need you to be my manager at all? So that's when I started hearing a little bit more of the bullshit. Like, so you guys aren't going to help me find any modeling agencies, but you're going to tell me to contact you when I do. No. No, for me, it don't work like that. It don't. So when I find out I am going to use my photos for my own use, if I want to, I may or may not give photo credits and say where I got my photos taken. But I am not going to put all my emphasis on this company who barely did anything for me. Like, yes, it was nice. It was fun getting my hair sort of done, getting my makeup done, and taking pictures. But I could literally do that at home. Like, it wasn't at all what I expected, but it definitely was a learning experience. So you guys just be mindful, just be careful when going into a place like this, because I'm not going to officially say that this place is a scam. I'm going to say that the name of the company is a scam, because that's false advertisement. But for them, no, not really. Not really, because I do see the benefit of what they're trying to do, but they just went about it the completely wrong way. It's just the wrong way. But if you ever need like more in-depth type of information and have further questions, you could ask me, or you know what, better yet, you could ask them, because they should be straight out and flat out honest with you. And I'm surprised I haven't done this, but I should have asked them. So why are you guys called the Modeling Factory if you're not a modeling agency? You're just a photography studio. You know, that would have been a perfect question to ask them, and I sure hope that somebody does ask them that, because nobody wants to be scammed or robbed out of money for no reason. So that kind of concludes my whole entire video. I am going to post the 6 measly little pictures. They are beautiful pictures, so they're very beautiful. I'm going to post the pictures that I took at the studio, so you guys can get like a little example of like how it was, how it went, the scenery and stuff like that. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Feel free to like and subscribe to my channel, and also if you guys want me to like and subscribe to your channel, just let me know in the comment section, because I don't mind expanding my horizons and like, reviewing other people's experiences and reviews, and I'll like and subscribe back to your channel too. So good luck out there, my aspiring models. Good luck.